Today, I am taking you to Bagnols-sur-Cèze, Saint-Aubin-d'Auriol, and Chandolas, nestled between northern Gard and southern Ardèche. Pierre Chassagne is a young man, orphaned of both mother and father, who lives with his grandfather, a wealthy merchant. A servant remains in the household. She looks after the home and even manages it whenever the grandfather is away. Several witnesses report that she had access to certain sums of money, which she used freely to keep the house running. One evening, Gabrielle and Pierre flee. Sarah Bondu, the mistress of an inn in Bagnols, reports their passage through her establishment. They slept one night in the very same bed. She explains having first been suspicious, imagining that Gabrielle was a girl of ill repute. But the latter declares to her, "I hold him as my husband. He has promised to marry me, and we are going to the place of Saint-Aubin, to my father's." Gabrielle adds, "Pierre is the son of a wealthy merchant from Bagnols, and it will be a great fortune for me, for he is very rich." Sarah then asks her, "Do the boy's parents hold him in good standing?" No, the grandfather does not hold him in good standing and does not want it. A little later, Gabrielle confesses to the innkeeper's daughter that she is pregnant and that they are betrothed. We are here in a rather classic scenario, of which the archives are not stingy: the abduction of seduction. But most often, it is the boys who, on horseback, come to fetch their beauty to take her away and escape parents refusing the marriage. One will see, moreover, in the 18th century, a defense strategy develop. Young girls explained to the officers of justice that they were the authors of the abduction rather than the victims. It is a matter of softening the hand of justice. Here, there is no doubt that the young people carry each other away. It is moreover probable that they are very much in love, even if Gabrielle's discourse might suggest a well-calculated interest. One does not prevent the other. From 3 o'clock in the morning, they set off again towards Saint-Aubin, in Ardèche, where Gabrielle Maigron originates and where her father lives. On the way, near the village of Saint-Gervais, they cross paths with muleteers carrying chestnuts to the market in Bagnols. These men report having seen and recognized them. They passed along the path without saying a word. They arrive by night at Saint-Aubin. Father Maigron wants to have them married immediately. He calls for the notary and sends Gabrielle's brothers to find witnesses. The prior of the village refuses to proceed with a blessing at such an unseasonable hour. They then go to Chandolas, a few kilometers away, where they pull the priest from his bed. Father Maigron tries to convince him by saying that it will be a great fortune for his daughter. The priest finally consents to bless the betrothed, without taking into account the hesitations of Sieur Chapelle, present on the scene, who invokes the young age of the boy. The priest replies that he is well aware of it, but that, if he does not marry them, Father Maigron will go have them united by the pastors, who will not recoil. Our knowledge of the case ends here. Nothing, however, allows one to assert that love played no role in this journey. Our knowledge of the case ends here. The archives, because they are judicial, naturally orient the analysis toward the question of money, the young man's fortune, the supposed interest of Gabrielle, the calculations that each attributes to the other. This is the heart of the recourse, the ground on which one argues, that which justifies the intervention of judges. Within this conflictual framework, certain witnesses do not hesitate to disqualify Gabrielle. They call her a witch, a whore. They say she is oven-ready, a trivial way to insinuate that her sex would be warm and welcoming, thus dangerous for a young man's virtue and for the family estate. These words are not neutral. They belong to a strategy, to soil the reputation in order to better convince that the whole affair is nothing but a self-interested maneuver.